Good day, viewers. I am your host, Kamal Haynes. Welcome to Twit4 Media. Today we will be bringing you another special interview. And as you can see, I'm here at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Ground about to interview Mr. James Ramprashad, a BVI Football Association referee who just got CONCACAF certified. We get to all those details right after a quick commercial break.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby! I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream, and then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers. As promised, I have with me Mr. Ramprashad. Thank you for joining us first and foremost. And obviously, we're here to speak about your recent accomplishment. That feat of being CONCACAF certified as a referee is no small feat. So, firstly, just introduce yourself for those at Twit4 Media who may not be aware of who you are. First and foremost.
Okay, well, good afternoon all. My name is James Ramprashad, and I am a referee within the BVI Football Association. As Kamal mentioned, I attended a Referee Academy in Toluca, Mexico, where I was successful and I earned my CONCACAF badge, which means I'll be able to referee on the international stage. Like, this is the first step to the big games. I'll start off by being appointed to Nation League games, under 17 and under 20 games.
Okay, excellent. And based off that particular knowledge, I'm not too sure 100% how many referees you have locally who are certified to that level. Could you inform us about that as well? Are you the first?
Yes, at this point in time, I'm the only person who is a CONCACAF referee within the BVI.
Okay, excellent. So in terms of this particular program, obviously refereing is a passion for you. What would have gotten you involved first and foremost as it relates to, being, a lot of persons who tend to referee were once footballers as well, and they find a passion to officiate these games. What would have gotten you or driven you firstly to refereeing?
Well, I must give that credit to the former head of referees, Mr. Ellen Williams. He's the one that actually encouraged me to give it a try. I always had a track and field background, so it was just a matter of getting myself familiar with the laws of the game and how to properly apply them. It's a different aspect of football, and I would encourage people to give it a shot and see what it's like to be a referee. It's one way of promoting a healthy lifestyle, staying fit, and just generally being healthy.
I'm sure, because generally when I watch a football game, you see the referees tend to be up and down all the time. They have to be just as fit as the players.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I could reflect on my preparation for Mexico, because where it was held in Mexico, it was about 2,900 meters above sea level, and that's limited oxygen supply. So when I was training for that from last October coming forward, I tried doing some running in the hills, having a mask, and it was hard work. Balancing my personal life, working, and then having to prepare for this milestone that that I achieved, it was a tough one. Yeah.
But that's where I want to get to. How did you first find out about the program?
Okay. Well, I attended a RAP course, Referee Assessment Program, in the Cayman Islands because we didn't have one this year. We didn't have the amount of numbers to host a course. So I attended one in the Cayman Islands along with my colleague Guillaume Parkins. And what they do continuous assessment in the different member associations, and they select people from different MAs, and I was one of the persons who were selected.
So in other words, it's not just a situation where you apply and you automatically qualify. You have to meet certain criteria that they would then decide, okay, well, we want to go with these select few, at least for this particular batch.
Yes, definitely. It's part fitness. There's a fitness test that referees are required to take at least once a year. And then they have the technical stuff, whereby we have trivias, tests, and quiz. And it depends on your score in both the physical and the technical aspect of it. And also your personal performance, your personality, your attitude, amongst other things, you are selected to attend the academy.
And let's backtrack a little bit. In terms of when you first found out that you were selected, what went through your body? What was the feeling? What was the emotions like?
Listen, words cannot explain because I've been working very, very hard for this opportunity, and I really want to seize the moment. So when I got the news, I was like, are you sure? Because before I got the official email, I saw it in a WhatsApp message. So it was an anxious moment waiting that other 2 days to see that official mail to be, hey, I finally made it.
And in terms of just to give the viewers an insight as it relates to, what the program entailed, speak about when you first got there to Mexico. As you said, the elevation is much different than what we have here in the territory. So in terms of oxygen levels are much are lesser versus here in the BVI. Speak about the first set of experience you would have had there after landing in Mexico.
Well, when I got to the airport, first thing, the weather, it was very, very cold. And breathing was a struggle. It felt as if I had a weight on my chest, even just doing normal stuff like walking, going to the bathroom, brushing my teeth. It was a struggle. So then we had physical training every single day. So it took me about 5 or 6 days for my body to get used to it. So when I did the first fitness test, I didn't reach a qualifying standard for a CONCACAF referee. But then after I got used to the altitude and the temperatures, it was very easy for me.
And speak about some aspects of the program that you would have learned, in terms of, obviously, it's a CONCACAF certified program, so a lot of things I assume that probably would have been brought to your attention for the first time, or some things that you probably were aware of initially, but to that level of, development in terms of where those particular programs would be, would have enlightened you to some extent.
Okay, well, this program had only the best instructors with the best material to bring out the best in you, because all of us aren't perfect, we all need work, and it's a stepping stone. So they took time to bring all the best instructors from around the world. For example, Mr. Peter Prendergast, he was a former World Cup referee, and right now he was one of the lead instructors on the course. So we had days where we analyzed clips, we read and interpreted laws of the game, because persons can read the same book and have different interpretations of it. However, FIFA have what they want you to interpret the words as. For example, let's use offside, for example. Offside is a very controversial topic, in my opinion, when it comes to in football. So that was something that was stressed on a little bit amongst foul recognition, red card offenses, yellow card offenses, etc. And the clarity in which the information was delivered to us, the referees, all the participants that was there, you can tell it was coming from a high level.
So did it provide a new insight on refereeing for you?
Yes, it definitely did. And it would help me service the game better within the British Virgin Islands and when I venture out to the international stage.
And in terms of moments ago, you showed me the badge that you would have gotten afterwards. Can you just show us a little bit so the viewers can see in terms of following completion? You would have gotten this particular badge. Do you now have to wear this on all of officiating games as it relates to going forward?
Yeah, it's a matter of showing your achievement, and it can work as encouragement for other referees. Because for me personally, watching other referees wear their FIFA and CONCACAF badges, like, hey, that could be me one day. And after completing the course, I wear this badge with pride. It's a huge responsibility, and it's something that I strive and work hard to live up to every day.
Okay, so let me just get this badge quick so we can see. As you can see here, and it is of the material that can easily just stick on. So now, in terms of, obviously you just spoke about, the knowledge you would have learned from this program and how it could contribute to the BVI. What advice would you give some of those other referees right now that are, probably weren't aware of this particular training that is going on and how they could get involved, or even, put in the necessary groundwork to ensure that they're at least acknowledged to be a recipient of such course going forward?
Well, it's just hard work and dedication. If you have a genuine love for something and you want to excel and reach the next level, you will put in the work. Show up to training, let's train hard, let's work as a team, let's help to build each other as referees, and we could all get there.
And I'm sure you may be receptive in terms of person just coming up to you too as well and asking for advice?
Yeah, I'm very open to conversation. I am very open to watching videos and sharing opinion, showing you what the laws of the game state about a particular aspect of the game. I have no problem with having a conversation with someone about it.
And based off your experience too as well, hopefully we can see more referees from the BVI getting CONCACAF certified as well to participate in these upcoming Nation League games or whatever games that are governed by CONCACAF.
Yeah, well, it's something that I want to see, but I also want to see new faces. I had a track and field background. I did track and field all my life. And for me to transition over into refereeing from the fitness aspect of things, it was very easy for me. And being fit as a referee is like 60% of the job already done. And it's just for you to put in the other work, getting knowledgeable about the game, working a position and movement, and it'll be much, much easier for you.
And I know I initially asked you what it was like after you got the news that you were going to go to Mexico to partake in this. How did you feel after finally completing the program and passing to be certified?
It was hard work. They had moments when I felt like I was not doing enough, but I think I was being too hard on myself. After the completion, I honestly couldn't have enough words to explain how I was feeling in that moment. But one thing for me that helped me to appreciate it more is the persons that I had around me. Persons from the last World Cup were present at that training. They did the same drills. We are doing the same clips. We are watching the same material, reading the same material. So it was like, for me, hey, I can do this. We have the same material just for me to apply myself some more to get to that level.
And in terms of some of the grading, as apart from obviously the fitness aspect of it, in terms of reviewing exercises, where this is it a case? Because obviously as a person listening to what you're saying, it brings questions. Whether was it a situation where you were watching footage, they were play and ask you what would you rule this decision to be?
Okay, this particular year we were previewed to a game called Flash Dance, whereby all the participants would be in a room. We all watch a clip one time, and then you have to show a yellow card, a red card, or keep your hand down for no card, no fault. So that's one way of them testing your knowledge. Just one clip, because in real life, in particular the BVI, we don't have instant replay. So we see the incident happen one time. So you have to be able to take in that information, process it, and make a decision.
And in terms of that, because as you mentioned earlier, one of the most controversial calls, other than penalty, is offside. And how do you see yourself improving those particular calls in the BVI as well?
Like I said before, it's just for us to come to training. Come to training, let's work as a group, and we will get better. Because repetition, once you do something and keep repeating it, it becomes natural. Rather than it's on and off, then you're, okay, one time I'm good, one time I'm not good. So it just calls for some persistence, that's all.
And what's next for James? I mean, as you said, you're CONCACAF first year certified now. What are some of the other goals you have in your near future?
Well, the other goals that I'm working towards is becoming a FIFA referee, and nominations are in September. So the work continues. I am working, I am exercising every day, I am doing different quiz online, I am watching clips, I am challenging my colleagues, I am attending Zoom session with my referee instructor. So I'm still working. This is not where I want to stop. My goal is to referee at the next World Cup. So I'll be working as hard as I can to get there.
And as you said, you have some upcoming games. I'm not sure. I mean, there's all those spread across across the region as well. But I do know we have some CONCACAF games here in the BVI as well. Is it also a goal of yours to referee here in the BVI?
Yes, most definitely. It's nothing like performing in front of your home crowd, seeing people that you know coming out to cheer for you. That will be a very, very good feeling.
And in terms of that, I do know in terms of, you said it will be an honor to obviously represent in front of the territory, but in terms of making those harsh decisions in front of the crowd, especially against the BVA, do you think that will give you any additional, jitters regarding such? Will you be even more nervous, right, if you have to put, the BVA in a compromising position? Obviously following the rules and following how the game goes, but in terms of that's all part of the game as well.
The good thing about that particular scenario is very unlikely for it to happen. I would not be on a BVI game because that would be like a conflict of interest. But being a referee, it's a hard job. It requires a strong personality because everyone has opinions. The players have opinions, the fans have opinions, the home team has opinions, the away team has opinions. But at the end of the day, it's the referee's judgment is what matters at that time. We are all human beings. Mistakes do happen, but that's the reason for training. We train and we train and we train to limit mistakes to a minimum, to the point whereby referees are just operating fluent.
Okay. And in terms of, before we go, we just want to speak about, as you said, you want to see new faces as part of this career. Refereeing is a career.
It is.
How or what advice would you give to those persons who may be on the fence? Because we do know there are people who are very passionate about football but no longer have the drive to get up and play football to that level, but they're still passionate about the game. What advice do you give some of these people that are on the fence of, just giving it a try, giving it a shot? Come out to the BVI Football Association's headquarters on East and just ask a question. What advice do you give them?
Okay, I would advise you to come on board. Okay, the office is almost closed. Go to the office tomorrow, ask to speak with Miss Luke or Guillaume Parkins. You could even ask Mr. Rupert Johnson. They can assist you guys with getting signed up. I would be at the training sessions. I would encourage you, and I would also give you some insight right now. Being a referee, you get to see the world, the entire world, for absolutely free.
Well, you get paid to do so.
Exactly. You get paid to travel the world for absolutely free. All you have to do is put in the work. Put in the work, be dedicated, and you can travel the world at no expense to you. Absolutely no expense to you. You get to stay fit, you get to meet new people, you get to network with people from all different cultures, different backgrounds, different jobs. For example, last year I made friends with a lawyer who is a referee. And we communicate almost every day. And that's because of refereeing. I am basically learning Spanish from a referee in Puerto Rico, someone who I never knew, just because we have something in common, which is refereeing. We have developed a very, very good friendship.
So as you said, the goal hopefully one day is to referee here in the BVI, against probably two foreign teams, and as well to qualify for the batch that will be trained for FIFA certification this year, or probably in the near future. Even if it's not this year, sometime in the near future to get that qualification, because then that would enable you to potentially referee at future World Cup games as well.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true. And like I said, the work continues.
Okay. Our viewers, you would have heard it from Mr. James Ramprashad. Here, we are here at the Aero Shirley Recreation Ground. He would have given us a ton of knowledge as it relates to his recent certification in CONCACAF refereeing. And for those viewers who are interested in getting a part of the career of refereeing, as he said, you can either reach out to Mr. Ramprashad or reach out to someone at the BVI Football Association, where you can get very important information of that next step to take to possibly start the best career that you could imagine. So viewers, on behalf of 284 Media, I am your host Kamal Haynes. Hope you enjoy the content. Until next time, bye-bye.